Welcome, María Asunción. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. You are one of the most influential businesswomen in Mexico, and we are excited to get to know you more deeply. If it's okay with you, let's start with a few questions so our readers can learn more about your story and your thoughts. Where were you born? Hello, I was born in Mexico City in a family with a long history in business. My grandfather was one of the founders of Grupo Modelo, which greatly influenced my perspective on the business world from an early age. How interesting! Growing up in a family with such an important business legacy must have been a great influence on your development. Tell us, how was your family? My family has always been very hardworking and close-knit. My mother was a great example for me, as she had to take the leadership of our family and our businesses after my father passed away. That taught me about resilience and commitment to the family legacy. It sounds like your mother was a great inspiration to you. And regarding your childhood, did you enjoy it? Yes, even though the business world had a big influence, I really enjoyed my childhood. I was fortunate to explore many interests, though the idea of responsibility and the family legacy was always present. It's good to know you enjoyed your childhood despite that responsibility. What did you used to do when you were young? Were you involved in the family business from an early age? Hmm. When I was young, I loved learning and observing how businesses worked. While I wasn't directly involved at an early age, I was always surrounded by conversation and decisions being made in the business, which undoubtedly influenced my future career. How fascinating! Growing up in that environment must have prepared you well for future challenge. Where did you study? Did you earn a degree? I studied at the Instituto Tecnológico Autónomo México, ITAM, where I earned a degree in public accounting. That degree gave me a strong foundation to better understand the financial and administrative aspects of business. ITAM is an excellent institution, and having that education must have been very useful in your career. How many companies did you work for before founding Tresalia Capital? Before founding Tresalia Capital, I didn't work for many companies outside my family's business. My focus was always on the family business and later on creating my own investment firm to diversify and expand my interests. And speaking of that, how did you come to found your company? What inspired you? After the sale Grupo Modelo, I saw the need to diversify and reinvest the resources into other sectors. I founded Tresalia Capital with the idea of supporting innovative projects with a great potential both in Mexico and abroad. What an impressive vision! Founding a company of that magnitude isn't easy. Do you consider yourself a successful person? Yes, I believe I've been successful, but not just because of financial achievements. For me, success is also measured by the impact you have on your community and how you can positively influence people's lives. That's a valuable perspective on success. What do you think um, has been your most successful project? Without a doubt, one of my most successful projects has been Tresalia Capital. Through the firm, we have supported and grown companies that are now essential in various sectors, both in Mexico and internationally. That sounds like a huge accomplishment. Speaking of the present, what is a typical day like for you? My days are usually filled with meetings and important decisions. I'm constantly reviewing projects and analyzing investments and looking for new opportunities for growth. But I also try to dedicate time to my family and personal interests. It seems like your days are quite busy. So, what would you say is your greatest goal in life? My greatest goal is to continue building a lasting legacy, not only for my family but for Mexico. I want to leave a positive impact on the country and the business world, inspiring future generations. Maria Asunción, it has been a true pleasure hearing from you. Thank you for sharing your experiences and wisdom with us. I'm sure our readers will find your words very inspiring. Anything else you'd like to add before we conclude? I would just like to thank you for the opportunity to be here and remind everyone that no matter where you come from, you can always make a difference if you stay focused and work with integrity. Thank you so much. It's been a real honor. We wish you great success in your future projects.